Good evening, everyone. I'm looking forward to doing some mini readings for you guys tonight. Thank you all for joining us. First of all, if you can like and share this page, that would be absolutely amazing. I've just got one of my cards, so bear with me. See, after 30 years of shuffling, I still can't shuffle. It's great. Um, really looking forward to doing some people's readings tonight. I hope everyone's keeping well. Got a special hello to say to Sophie and Emily, so I hope you guys are doing well. And like to just say a quick hello there. Hi Terry as well. Hi Nat. Hi Bean. Hi Jade. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, excuse me, got a bit of a cough going on there. If anyone who hasn't had a reading with me this eve before, I am a medium. Normally get people's loved ones come forward, or I work with my spirit guides on an intuitive level. And when I do link in with you, if you can try and reply as quickly as possible, because it helps keep the link stronger. Now, what I mean by that is I'll ask if you can take the messages that I'm giving you, just like a yes or a no answer. Reason why I say this, there are readers and mediums out there that will claim they can do 100% true readings. And I'll be honest, this is my own personal opinion. I always say they're lying, they can't. I always say we're not God, we're not superhuman, and I am a bloke. But you should expect a high 80s, high 90s percentage-wise of accuracy. If you would like a reading this evening and you want a particular question answered, pop your question up. If you would like a general read, pop up that you'd like a general read. I will be using my Light Seers Tarot deck tonight. I have got many other decks around me, and sometimes I also pick a crystal or two as well. So I do work in many different ways. Just go back, say, who was that? Sorry, Richard, previously. I was going to start saying some hellos. Hi, Jan. Thank you for I love the snowy outlook. That's probably what we've got coming this week. Hi, Deb. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Rob. I hope you're well. Hi, Benny. Hope you're keeping well. Please share and like this page. Hi, Shiloh. You haven't had one before. Well, hopefully tonight I might be able to answer a question or do a general. Hi, Fiona. Hope you're keeping well as well. So, we'll make a start in just a second. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Rain Cloud. What a great name. And I've got to say, Smile is amazing. There's great energy there. That's what I was just going. Hi, Catherine. I know. Oh, okay. Hi, Catherine Newkirk. I know who you are because I know you do follow my page, so I hope you're well. Oh, sorry. I believe, Catherine, in the last show, you did get a message. So it has been sent, or it's on the recording. But apparently you wasn't able to respond or something. I'm not sure, but apparently you did get a message in the last show. So you did get a message. You're more than welcome, Raincow. Sorry, I just dropped another one of my cards. It's going to be one of those nights of dropping my cards. Hi, Emma. Hope you're well. So, guys, if you've got a particular question you would like an answer to, pop your questions up. If you like a general read, pop up that you like a general read. Hi, Julie. Hope you're well. Hoping for a lovely message. Emma Curls. Hi, hope you're well. Who we got next? Okay. Hi, Anne. Always like to do a couple of hellos first. Hi, Sharon. Say that again, sorry. Oh, here we go. And start. Is there a future together ahead for me and Mike, please? Is there commitment coming like engagement marriage for us? Right, and start. Let's link in with you and let's do your reading. First and foremost, there's a lot of laughter between you both. There is a lot of love. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot more communication going on. I want to say you've been together for at least 2 or 3 years. Is what I'm being shown, and I do feel like there is that moving forward together. And I also want to say, see, what I'm being shown is you are living together, and it is about making the home together as well at the same time. And if you can give me any confirmation on what I'm saying, I truly appreciate it. I do feel like there is that commitment for you. I am just giving my cards a quick shuffle, and I keep drawing my attention to my rose quartz. So I'm going to pick up my rose quartz and use that. Like I say, I sometimes use crystals to link in with people. I just feel that the last 2 years you've got closer and closer, and it's like we've worked harder and harder together, and that bond really is there. There is a soulmate connection between you both. My guides are laughing at me a little bit, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way in any shape or form, but I do feel like when it comes to your fella, he's got this kind of thing of going, oh, why fix what ain't broke? But actually, I do feel that you do want that commitment together. So I hope this is making sense. I really, really do. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if you got engaged this year, but I do feel like it's about another 2 years before you got married because I do feel like you want it in a particular way. Living together 2 years. Thank you for the confirmation. Excuse my cough. But I do feel like it would be about another 2 years of planning. Now, I do feel like you have spoken about it and it keeps, I don't know, it just feels like it's not quite the right time, not quite the right time. But I feel like sometimes you've got to make it the right time. So I do actually feel that you will get engaged. And I do feel that there is marriage coming in 2 years. I am going to pull you a card though, because I've been shuffling away like crazy, as I usually do. Here we go. And the relationship is a good one. It's a strong one. Like I say, there's a real soulmate connection going on there. And I've pulled you the strength card, which I absolutely love because it just shows the strength of the relationship. But I'm really drawn to the lamb and I'm really drawn to the red heart that she's wearing. So there's like newness, there's new beginnings, there's new starts, but it's about following my heart. So no, I do feel that you will get to, you will. It's not me, it's him. But that's what I feel. That's what I feel. So I do feel like it is that moving forward. So I hope that makes sense and I hope that helps. Thank you for letting me link in with you, Anne. Who have we got next, please? Hi, Amanda. Hi, Tammy. Good question. Good morning from Australia. Oh, thank you, Kylie. Thank you for joining us. What can you see in my daughter's future for work? Okay, Kylie, let's have a look at your daughter's future for work. There's great drive, there's great determination. She's got great strength. She's certainly someone that, if you try to tell her she can't do so much, she will damn well proven wrong. She's very much a person of speaking her mind. Now, I do feel like there is a change in career coming around about March, April time. And I feel like there's either new courses or new learning working for her as well. So I feel like there's new training where she's at the moment. Now, I do feel like she is working at the moment. And what I feel is that I feel like I'm being taken for granted. I feel like I've got empty promises. I don't feel like I've been, I feel like um, they told me it would be one way or they promised me a promotion, but I didn't get it. And I feel like they keep trying to, oh, it'll come next time. Oh, it'll come next time. I feel like I want to be looking elsewhere for work because I feel like there's new work coming in. I have been drawn to my smoky quartz. Thank you for the confirmation so far, by the way. Been drawn to my smoky quartz. So it's all about direction. It's all about being focused. And she's someone that will not suffer fools very much either. So what I want to say is for her, is it's like she can take and take and take and take and take, and then one day, bang! And I feel like she's got to that point of bang of where I'm not being taken for granted anymore, and I do feel like I'm looking elsewhere. I want to say look above. She'll still stay in the similar role to what she's doing. I keep seeing like legal documents or legal paperwork, or there's like lots of paperwork with figures and spreadsheets. I feel like it's quite intense, her line of work. But I just feel like I want to look for the next pay grade up and then start applying for that as well. But I do see her being much more happier and successful, certainly by the time May comes, with better opportunities and better room for growth. Um, it's as though she's done a huge amount of in the job she's in at the moment. I feel like she's done a huge amount for the company, but they would never have got done if it wasn't for her line of work. Because I do feel like she's quite specialised in what she does, or it's cutting her teeth that way. Um, it'll be their loss, but no, she will find that happiness. I'm going to pull you a quick card. So here we go. And funny enough, I've got a car by the beach, which I absolutely love. So it's remembering to take time out, it's remembering to look after myself, and it's remembering to focus on my dreams and my goals, because you will achieve those dreams and goals. And as I was talking about that, I've got the learning card that came through along with the sun, which shows the happiness and the success. She's not afraid of hard work. She's not afraid of pushing herself out of her comfort zone. She will be successful. Kylie Bolton, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And thank you for letting me link in with you. I really do appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Okay, she needs to open up to where she is at the moment. That's coming. That I do feel is coming. So I hope that makes sense. Great reading. Thank you so much. Kylie, you're more than welcome. And I appreciate the feedback. But she will open up. I do feel that she will do that by the middle of February. I feel at the moment, it's like I want to secure another job first before I speak my truth. That's where I'm feeling with that one. Hi, Naomi Brown. I would like a general reading for my current relationship. I'm going to guess your name is Juan Newhoff. So I hope Newhoff. So I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Like I say, guys, if you've got a particular question you'd like an answer to, pop up a question. That's always the best way. But you're asking about your current relationship. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. I feel a bit confused. I feel like I've got question marks all around me at the moment with like a general reading for my current relationship, if possible. I'm a bit scared to continue. I was going to say, I literally was just, before I saw that message, I've got question marks all around my head. And it's like, I feel like, one, I'm going to ask you a very, very delicate question because I feel like I'm questioning myself and I'm questioning how it's making me feel, if that makes any sense at all. Thank you for the confirmation on that. What I feel is that I'm questioning myself in this relationship, and I'm questioning on. I've got to be honest with you, and I don't ever want to be disrespectful or rude, so please forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm questioning how I'm being treated, or I'm questioning where the relationship is going. I feel like it's not how it started, so to speak, in the sense of there's a lack of communication going on at the moment, or I'm being made to feel like everything's my fault. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. If you can give me any confirmation on that, I truly, truly appreciate it. But I feel like I've got to start looking after my own energy. I've got to start looking after me, and I've got to start putting myself first, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I don't want to sound disrespectful. I don't want to sound rude. So please forgive me if I'm wrong. But this is just where my head feels like it's at. I feel like my head is racing at 100 miles an hour. If you're able to give me any feedback on this, I truly, truly appreciate it. I do feel like there's communication. I'm not saying it's completely over. I think that you're spot on of low lack of communication and disappointment. Thank you for the confirmation, and I'm so sorry to hear this. Guys, you all know how much I love sending the love out. Hit that heart button. Let's send the love out to anyone that's needing it tonight, to anyone that's in a bit of a dark place. Let's send that love out to everyone. I think if you can get the communication back on track, I feel like you've kind of set yourself this kind of time frame of if things don't start to improve, I want to say by the end of March, beginning of April, then I feel like I'm not taking it further because I'm not being taken for granted anymore. And that's the feeling I've got going on at the moment. I can't tell you whether you should end a relationship or not. That has to be your decision. It seems to be mostly one-sided from my side, that you're the one giving. You're the one giving all your time, all your energy. I don't feel like you're getting it in return. That was what I was feeling. And I do feel like you're going to have a much clearer answer or direction, like I say, by the end of March, beginning of April. And I do feel like things have really seriously got to start to change in the next like 6 to 8 weeks, or that communication needs to happen for you to want to pursue this. It's not that you don't love the person. I feel that you do, and this is why it's hurting so much, is because there is that love there. But it's a relationship has always got to be about lifting and supporting and raising each other up. And sometimes there are times where you need to have that difficult conversation with each other about things that annoy you, or there's that communication that needs to be mostly had, if that makes sense. Um, I'm going to be honest with you. My guides are saying to me, it's not necessarily the answer you probably want at the moment, but if this relationship doesn't last, I do feel like there is a new relationship that comes in around October, November time. But I feel like I'm needing to find me again. I need to put my foot down. I need to look after me. I need to start following my own interests. I need to start doing what makes me happy and what raises my spirit and raises my happiness. And that's what I feel is where I'm at with that. I do feel like you were supposed to be living together or moving in together, but I don't feel like I feel like that's been put on hold, or it's not, there's something not right. There's something not right. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if this is making any sense or not. I just feel like they're a bit, I want to say they're a bit guarded, they're a bit closed. This is your partner. It's like they've cut their feelings off. That's what I feel. I'm so sorry to say that, but I've got to go with the truth of what I'm being given. I have got the Five of Wands that's making me feel like I'm really confused and I don't know which path to go with. But I think actually having some time out for yourself, listening to your intuition, listening to your heart. Remember, you're only responsible for your own happiness. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. And it's about what's making you happy. So, Guan, I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you for the confirmation. It's making a lot of sense. I hope the rest of the message made a lot of sense for you, and I really do wish you all the best. But I do see, show me that again, by the end of June, there's a lot of happiness. And I do feel, and now I know, I can see that I would say traveling is quite important for you, but they are showing me an important trip being made middle of July. But I feel like you're going away for 6 to 8 weeks, but there's an important trip. I don't know if it's slightly work related or holiday. It feels like it's a mixture of both, but there's a lot of happiness to come. There's a lot of progression, a lot of moving forward. One, I hope that makes sense, mate, and thank you for letting me link in with you. hmm Please like and share this page, guys. It'd be great to get as many followers as possible and to get as many new views as possible as well. And if you would like to find me, you can find me on Facebook under Minty's Tarot and Mediumship. So I hope that makes sense. Corbin Carroll, I would like to come to you next, please. First and foremost, I am so, so sorry for the loss of your mum. I truly am. And guys, if we can all send that love out. Is my mum happy since she's passed over? Okay, mate, let me link in with you because I've actually been drawn again to my rose-coloured quartz. And rose quartz is great crystal. It works on the vibration of love. And the first thing I've got coming through is your mum, I feel, would have had a great interest in all of this, and she would have loved all of this, if that makes any sense. She was certainly someone who trusted her intuition and trusted I feel like she would have she would have picked up on people very quickly, very easily. She was always there to give you the advice that you needed. Now, she'd never necessarily tell you what you should do, and she'd only give you an opinion if you asked her, and she'd always give you an honest opinion, but it was delivered with empathy and compassion. She keeps wanting me to give you pink roses, so I don't know if that makes any. I hope that's something that's important, but she would have loved her flowers, I feel, and I feel like you would have loved giving her flowers. She is very much at peace, and she's with her mum as well. So your grandmother, they're very much together, is what I'm being shown. There's a huge amount of love coming through from both of them. She wants you to know how proud she is of you as well for how you're looking after the rest of the family as well. So I hope this is all making sense. Um, and she says, just remember to talk. Remember to look after you. She says, I'm really sorry, mate. She's telling me to say to you as well, you need to start eating better. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I don't think it's about what you're eating. I feel like you're not necessarily eating at the moment. And she's like, come on, you've got to get your strength up. You need to start eating better. That's what I'm being shown. Corbin, if this is making any sense at all and you're able to give me any confirmation on this, I'd truly appreciate it. I really would. She loves the fact that you talked. She was very special to me. Thank you. She's very much loves the fact that you talk to her on a day-to-day basis, or there isn't a day goes by that you don't think about her. She would have also loved encouraging the wildlife into her garden as well. So she was very much one for being out in nature or out in the outdoors. And I feel like you love being out in nature yourself as well, whether it's going for a walk along a river or something like that. Show me that again. There's a strong, sweet smelling perfume that's coming through with her. Yes, a lot of sense. I'm in hospital with pancreatitis, mate. I am so sorry to hear that. And I really do hope that things get easier for you. I really, really do. She keeps saying that you can smell her sweet smelling perfume. Now, I've got quite a sweet smelling, strong scented perfume coming through. She is giving you healing as well. I want to say she stood next to your bed, mate. And I want to say, if I was looking at your bed head on, I want to say left hand side, because you pick up on spirit, you pick up on people energy. You're a natural counselor for people, and you love listening to others and helping others. But you keep feeling her energy, or you keep seeing a shadow out the corner of your eye, and she's there giving you healing, mate. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. But there's a huge amount of love that's coming through from her. Family's massively important as well. I do feel like she's saying, don't let family not help. Yes, I can smell her quite a lot. Thank you for the confirmation. She's saying, allow people to help, allow people in, let people help. You don't have to do everything on your own. And I feel like you do try to manage everything on your own. But she's like, let the family in, let the family in to help. I hope that makes sense. I really, really do. Say that again. But she wants you to know she's absolutely fine and she's not suffering and she is very much at peace. And like I say, there's a huge amount of love coming through from her. And am I also right? Okay, will do. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Excuse me. There's one more thing as well. She keeps talking. I feel like you've got two daughters, and she keeps saying she's proud of my two granddaughters. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But she's proud of all her grandchildren. But she's saying, because I'm talking to you, I've got the two daughters that she wants to say she's proud of. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I hope it does. And I hope you can give me some confirmation on that. Please take care of yourself. And thank you for allowing me to link in with you. I really, really do appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Richard's just made me laugh by saying, apparently we've got the Pope who's next. Hi, Summer Dawson. I hope you're well. I feel hopeless. I feel like I'm living in a nightmare and I can't seem to wake up. Okay, Summer, let's come to you. Let's come to you. Guys, keep liking and sharing this page. Keep hitting that heart button. Let's send that love out to everyone that's needing it tonight. That's it. I really want to do that. Right, Summer, let me come to you. Oh, I feel like I'm needing to speak my truth. I'm biting my tongue. I feel like it's like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. It's like whatever I seem to do, no one seems to appreciate what I'm doing at the moment. I don't know if this is making any sense or not. Um, it's about putting you first now. It is about you putting you first. I do feel like this is a mixture of home and work. It's like it's all mapping together, that it's just like both places are really frustrating me, but in many different ways. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But I do feel like I need to kind of sit down with a list of a priority. It's like I've got to split my head in two to try and work out what's going on where. Home, I feel like there could be better communication going on at the moment. I think that's where I really am frustrated the most, where I'm biting my tongue because I don't want to cause arguments or I don't want to cause disruption. And I just feel like I'm finding my strength at the moment. I do feel like you've got two really good close friends that are trying to give you support or strength or help. I hope this is making sense. If you can give me any confirmation, please, I really would appreciate it. But it's like I feel like I'm having to do everything on my own at the moment, and this is what is really, really No response. Summer, if you can give a response, please, I'd really appreciate it. It makes the link stronger and it makes it easier. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. I hope this is all making sense. All I want to say is it's like I feel like I'm doing everything on my own at the moment, and I feel like I can't seem to move forward. What I do feel is the choices and decisions that are going to be made, certainly by the end of February, you've got to make them for you. It's about you following your heart, you following your strength, and you following your mind. And I think once I can sort home out, then I feel like I can sort work out afterwards. But home seems to be the priority at the moment. I am going to pull you a quick card. I'm sorry that you wasn't able to respond. Hopefully you might be able to later. Finances, there is a little bit of a worry going on with the finances, but I feel like it can be sorted and it can be moved forward. But it's about speaking up, talking, and communicating. Summer, I hope that helps. Sorry that I couldn't get any response. I do apologise. Who have we got next, please? Cool. Hi, Abby. Hope you're well. Abby, let's come to you. Let's come to you, Abby. I know you're asking about your mental health. Now, I don't know if you saw my last live that I did, but this is something that I find really helpful. I've had people say it really helps them. It's really helped me in the past. And it's a piece of advice that I like to give to everybody as and when I can. I don't know if you've ever kept a gratitude diary or a journal, and they're both very, very different things, but I think they both can be very, very helpful. Abby, you're a very private person. You don't always like sharing your feelings or letting people know what's going on up here. And my head does feel like it's spinning at 360, and I feel like I'm all over the place at the moment. So what I want to say first of all is hopefully tomorrow, go to your local shop, stationery shop, go and find a diary that you really, really are going to put your heart and soul into. Start journaling. You don't always want to talk, but just by physically writing, you're giving it a physical release. Start journaling your thoughts. They don't have to make a sentence, they don't have to make a paragraph. It can just be random words that you want to put down, but put those words down on paper. It does make a difference. And I want to say, try and do this daily. I always normally say, do it about 10-15 minutes before you go to sleep at night, because it helps clear your head and it will help with the sleeping. The other diary, so you're going to buy two diaries. The other one is a gratitude journal. Now, every day for the first week, I want you to write 5 positive things that have happened that day. Now, this might be that you had a nice cup of coffee. It might be that someone smiled at you, that you had green lights on the way to work, you had a nice breakfast, um, someone's brought you a coffee, anything. It could be literally anything. It might be, you know what, I got up, I got dressed, and I brushed my hair today. It might even be that, but write it down. Five every single day for the first week. For the second week, you write 10. For the third week, you write 15. Now, it does sound like it's a lot. Don't focus on that at the moment. You're focusing one day at a time. As you can see, they're going each week in increments of 5. By the time you get to week 4, where you're writing 20, that does seem kind of probably at the moment, hell, I can't even find one at the moment, or I'm struggling to find 5. That's okay. The 20 will come. We're all made of we're all magnets at the end of the day, and I don't believe in this whole thing of good and bad luck. It's about positive and negative energy. What this is actually getting you to do is that, by the end of the day, you've got to find those 5 positive things, or the 10 or the 15 or the 20. So you're looking for them. By you looking for those positive things, you're attracting that positive energy towards you. This can help lift the mental feeling, the mental well-being, because you're attracting more of that positive energy. You start noticing more positive things. It's got a cycle to it. Now, I mentioned that even if you only struggle to find one, you write the one down. The one is always important. And then the following day, you go back to whether it's the 5, the 10, the 15, whichever. But what you're doing is you're changing your mindset. You're changing from where you look. And I'm so sorry to hear that you do struggle to share your feelings. So by writing it down, you can write it as a letter to yourself. You can write it as a you're talking to the diary. You write it however you want, but you put all your thoughts in there, and it keeps it safe and it keeps it ready for you for when you're ready to read back through. Going back to the gratitude diary, though, when you get to the end, when you get to the end of week 4, before you start week 5, read back through the previous month before you start writing your week 5. I do feel that there is a couple of friends around you that do want to talk or do want to help, and I do feel like if you can let them in, let them in. Sometimes you don't want to talk, write them a letter, let them know how you're feeling by having the words written down. Sometimes that can even make a massive difference. It's getting the person to listen. I do feel that you love animals, and I do feel that you love getting out into nature, and I feel like I want to get out walking more. It can be sometimes a bit difficult to get out walking more, but it's one of those where take your time, even if it's just sitting in a garden, if you've got a garden, or if you haven't, just sitting sometimes on the front doorstep and just hearing the sounds from outside can make a massive difference as well. I do feel like you can work through this. I do feel like you've got great strength around you, but it's that learning who I can trust and who I can open up to. And that's where the little bit of a difficulty is going on at the moment. But there are good people around you. I am going to pull you a card. I do want to say, though, if you haven't reached out for counselling yet, if you can, I really do advise it. And I always say sometimes you could try 2 or 3 different counsellors before you find the right one. But it's worth pursuing that line if you can. I hope that makes sense. The card I got for you is it's the Justice card, but I quite like this one because it's kind of like a self-reflection card. It's like I'm looking in on myself. Sometimes we just need to look back to see how far we've come to realize how strong we are. And even for you to write the message today on this page, on this live at this time, shows real strength, real courage, and great determination that you have got. I've got a lady here with me in spirit that wants to come through and give you the biggest hug ever and wrap you up in a blanket. I do feel like it's grandmother. I do feel like it's coming from, actually, I want to say mum's side of the family. I hope this is all making sense. You are more than welcome, Abby. You really, truly are. But remember, the strength that you've used today is amazing. And, you are a strong person. You are a strong character. And this goes out for anybody that is finding it difficult at the moment. The dark days, they seem like they last forever, but they don't. And there is sunshine coming, and there is brightness coming, and you will find it, and you will find that happiness. And I think actually just having those few little things that hopefully what I've suggested might actually help. And, there are days where, trust me, even I want to go and stand out in the middle of a field sometimes and scream at the top of my voice. And you know what? Go and do it because it's such a release of energy. It really, really is. Getting out into that open space and just shouting at the top of your lungs can be so empowering and so vigorating. Sometimes that's what's needed. But one day at a time. And if a day is too long, you do half a day. If you have to do half an hour at a time, half an hour at a time works. But I do feel like there are loved ones around you, and I do feel like you've got this. And I know that there will be people in this group tonight that hopefully will share their support and their love as well, and that's the most important thing. What I want to say to you is, though, I've got the dog. Now, I love dogs. Dogs are bonkers. They're nuts. They're normally full of energy, full of joyous energy. I don't know if you've got a dog or not, but it's like I want to be in that dog energy. So it's just bringing that fun, that laughter in. Abby, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And that goes for anybody that's listening tonight. Try that technique. The amount of people that have come back to me and said how much of a difference it has made, it does work. I'm not saying it works for everybody because there isn't always one fix for everybody. But if it can help that little bit to give you that little bit of strength, that little bit of direction, then please, please give it a go. I hope that helps. Richard, are we okay to go for a break now? We're going to go for a quick break, guys, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Hey guys, that's awesome news. Oh, thank you so much for the confirmation about the dog as well. And I do feel like if you could get a dog, definitely do so, because I tell you what, they've got great energy. They really, really have. And I hope you guys have found that little bit of advice helpful. So thank you so much. Hi, Helen Cole. Thank you so much. I'm really going to try the positive messages. Thank you so much. I hope it works and I hope it helps. Hi, Serendipity. Thank you for joining us. Who we got next? Nicola Humphreys. I told someone to think about something good that's happened so that it may outweigh the bad. That's a fantastic piece of advice. Definitely do that. It's always about where we focus our attention. And, you know, don't get me wrong, going back to that very, very quickly, there are times where, you know, you wake up in the morning. I've said this story before, you know, but it's quite true. You wake up in the morning, you trip over the cat, you step on a piece of Lego, you scold yourself in the shower, you nearly fall down the stairs, and you spill a coffee down your front. That mindset has already started you off on a bad day, pretty much. I mean, even just the tripping over the cat has probably started you off on a bad day, but it's where you focus your attention. If you start off with nearly tripping over the cat, but the cat is scarpered, sit back down on the bed for 2 minutes and go, okay, well, the cat's still alive and he hasn't broken the neck, so that's a bonus. Oh, there's a piece of Lego in the doorway. Well, I'm not going to step on that. I go into the bathroom, I have the shower at the right temperature. I then end up having a nice, you know, I don't nearly try and rush myself down the stairs. I'm enjoying that. Someone's made me a coffee. I've got green lights on the way to work. I get to work early, start having a chat with whoever before we make the start of our day. It's changed your mindset just by sitting back down on that bed for 2 minutes to reevaluate, to refocus. You know, it changes your mindset and it can make a massive difference. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, there you go. Someone, Jessica Wynn, has got the app. I love it so. Great. That's awesome news. Guys, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, go for it. My attention is on late husband. Today would be his birthday. Do you have a message, please? Helen Cole, I'm so sorry to hear of your passing of your husband. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we got coming through. Let me have a link in. Now, I get the feeling that he would have been a very, very practical man. He was one for always making sure jobs were finished or jobs were done properly. There's a great warmth with him as well. He could take everything in his stride, is what I'm being shown. It's like he could handle the bigger things, but it's the little things that would annoy him, if that makes any sense at all. I hope it does. If you can give me any confirmation, really, really appreciate it. He was someone that liked to take care of himself. He liked to look good, or he always looked presentable. I'm not seeing him scruffy looking, is what I'm being shown. I don't know if he would have necessarily believed in this. He respected your belief in it, but I feel like he would have had an interest as like I'm like a scientific interest to it, so to speak, of, well, how does this work? What is all this about? And it's like he's sort of peering over and having a nose and going, so what's that then? And what does that do? And how does that work? But he's not ridiculing it. He'd never ridicule it. It was just that he would have an open mind to things like this, if that makes sense at all. Thank you for the confirmation so far. He's very much at peace, and he loves the fact that you still talk to him on a day-to-day basis, but he also says you do tell him off a lot as well. So I don't know if you like losing house keys, car keys, or something like that. He's laughing, saying, I haven't moved them, I promise. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But there was a lot of love and a lot of laughter between you both, and you both were definitely soulmates. There's no two ways about that. And he's still very much with you. He says you can actually feel him around you. I do feel like you're quite spiritual yourself, or you certainly have that connection with spirit, and you can feel his energy around you as well. I hope this is all making sense. He keeps showing me a shirt. I don't know if it's an old t-shirt or an old shirt of his, but it's like, I don't feel like, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but I haven't washed it because it's nice, because I still got his smell on this t-shirt or shirt. I don't know if that makes any sense, but he's laughing about that. He has got quite a sense of humour as well. He could talk to anybody on any level as well. So I hope that all makes sense for you. I am going to pull you a quick card. He says, he keeps talking about saying you need to get that holiday booked. Always telling him off, and he does hide stuff. Well, I'm not getting into your argument there, I'm afraid, but he was saying to me he doesn't, but I could believe he does. He keeps talking about you wanting to get away, but it's like, I can't choose, or I can't pick the right dates at the moment. But I do feel like it's coming the end of April, beginning of May. Now, I don't know if this is tied to an anniversary or a birthday, but he's saying go away for the weekend. It would do you the world of good. And I do feel like I want to get to the coast. I don't necessarily see it being overseas. I feel like it would be at the coast here, if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. I'm going to pull you a quick card. Here we go. See what I've got. And I've got the Seven of Swords. So it's always looking for new things. For me, the Seven of Swords is always, I want to try something new. I want to give something else a go. I want to try a new hobby. But okay. He's laughing, saying you've got loads of half hobbies done. Nothing's quite finished yet. And it's like he's laughing, saying that you're either looking at trying something new, but he's like, but that's not finished yet, or that's not finished yet. Please, I don't mean this in any disrespect. I make my sons and grandsons cushions out of his shirts. Thank you for the confirmation. I knew there was something going on with the shirts. He's laughing about these hobbies where there's half things done, but you're always looking for something new. But he's laughing, saying that you haven't finished that. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And thank you for letting me link in with you. I really do appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Hi, Emily Butcher. I know it's a long shot with so many viewers, but really I'd like to get a reading from you, please. Could really do with, what's the bottom bit of that message, sorry? Some clarity. Okay, Emily, let's have a look. I'm actually being drawn to my smoky quartz for you, which is a great crystal to meditate with because it helps bring clarity in. Now, Emily, I feel like this is more work related than personal related, if that makes any sense or not. Hopefully, you can give me some confirmation on this. But I feel like there's a conflict. What's the conflict? I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue. I can't speak what I need to speak at the moment. I feel, I don't know if there's a conflict going on at work or something, but it's like I've got to, you're someone that's very much about the truth or very much about direction, if that makes any sense or not. But there's something where it's like I'm being pulled into, it's like it's like I should speak up, but at the same time, I feel like I can't because then it's like there's something to do with loyalty going on here. I don't know. It's like someone's put you in an awkward position, is what I'm being shown. Emily, does any of this make any sense to you? If you are able to give me some feedback on this, I really do appreciate it. But I feel like you've got to be. It's like they're saying you're only responsible for you. And I do feel like whatever's needing to be said or whatever's needing to be spoken about needs to happen sooner rather than later, if I'm honest with you. I hope this is all making sense. I really, really do. I do feel like it will give closure. It's going to give, there's closure coming with this. And as soon as I say it, I've got closure. That's what I keep getting shown. But I don't think it's necessarily all tied in with you. It's like it's affecting somebody else. It's affecting another party. And that's where I'm feeling this kind of like fog of what to do, if that makes sense. I think in your heart of heart, you know what you need to do, you know the truth. And I think it is about speaking the truth. I think it's also, I feel like I want to give the other person the opportunity to speak up first. And if they don't speak up, then you're going to need to speak up. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I hope it does. And thank you for letting me link in with you. I am going to put you a quick card actually, just before we go. There's no response. See, I've got the Nine of Swords, and I feel like it's giving you a headache. I feel like it's really kind of giving you a sleepless night. Answers are coming. Whatever's going on, it's dealt with by the middle of February. That's what I'm being shown. Sorry that I wasn't able to get a response. I hope that makes sense. But thank you for joining us this evening. Who do we have next? Who else is watching? Oh, excuse me. Do apologise. Hi, Noodle. I'm moving in the right direction. I feel like. Is that a snake? That's beautiful. I love that. Right, am I moving in the right direction? I feel like I hit little checkpoints and then things stop or slow down for me. Okay, Noodle, let's have a look. Let's see where you're going. Noodle, I feel like you're wanting to move house. That's the first thing I'm getting. I feel like I want a new location. I want to start somewhere new. And I want to start somewhere when, yep, snake. It's a beautiful snake, I have to say. I love snakes. And they're great as well because they're a symbol of new beginnings and new starts, which is kind of tying in with what I was saying. I feel like I'm wanting to move house. I feel like I'm wanting to start somewhere new, somewhere fresh, kind of somewhere where no one really knows me. So I've got this new beginning, if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But this is also going to involve with new work as well. I feel like you should be working for yourself if you're not already. And if you're not working for yourself, then you're pretty much organising your own day, is what I'm being shown. But there's new work and new moving coming. This year is very much a year about doing. It's about very much, I'm not just going, it's like I actually want to go to places. I want to travel. I want to see new places. I want to try new directions. Thank you for the confirmation. I'm glad it's making sense. But it's all about, it's like I'm waiting for other people's responses or I'm waiting on other people's answers before I can move forward, if that makes sense. And they keep showing me, it's like, I don't mean this disrespectfully, I feel like patience ain't your strong point. Once you've made a decision, you want it yesterday and not tomorrow. And they're saying, you've got to wait till March is where it all begins. Now, I feel house move is coming in around April, May. And there's a change to career coming in around July, August, is what I'm being shown. And I feel like it's all changing for the better. I wouldn't rule out new learning, new courses, new training as well. And I feel like, say that again. And I do. I feel like you should be working for yourself. I hope that makes sense, Noodle. I really, really do. But the decisions and the choices that you're making are right for you. And that's the most important thing. The card I got for you is the Ace of Pentacles. The finances will be there. And I think that's the other thing. I'm looking at what money I've got at the moment to where I can go to. And it's like I'm looking at trying to squirrel a little bit away. Noodle, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for allowing me to link in with you. Yes, I'm impatient and stubborn. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's always about drive and determination. Okay, who have we got next? Hi, Katrina Wiseman. Just see who else we got. Hi, Nicola Milligan. Will I pass my nursing exams this year and go on to university this year? Let's have a look, Nicola. Oh, wow. As soon as I was shuffling away like crazy, you ain't going to believe this. Have you got exams coming up May, June? Because I can see you starting your university and you will get to go to the university that you want to. You're also going to do better in your exams, but they're saying make sure you structure your time properly with the revising side of it. This is only kind of going in at an entry level for the nursing. It's like I've not, I feel like I want to choose much more of a specialist route to go down, and I haven't quite chosen that yet. But the card I got for you is success and happiness. Your hard work will pay off. There is achievement going on there. I do feel like I want to go down more of a specialist route though. So I don't know if you've looked at going into like intensive care work or midwifery or something along those lines. They do keep showing me A&E, but that would be because it would keep you busy and it stops you from getting bored. But they're laughing. Sorry, my guides are laughing. They're saying you're going to be a great nurse, but you haven't got a tolerance for rudeness. That's the other important thing as well. So people, it's like I can tolerate people, but I will not tolerate the rudeness of people, if that makes sense. So they said you've definitely got the backbone for it. You've got the care and nurturing side, but there's the backbone as well. It's definitely your calling. It's what you've always wanted to do. And I hope that makes sense, Nicola. And thank you for letting me link in with you. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's not a problem. Just seeing who I get drawn to. If you've got a particular question, please pop up a question. Okay, Christina Hudson, let's come to you. Let's come to you. Right. First thing I'm getting from your gran is that she's a very, very strong character and she would always tell you the truth. It's like she keeps offering me a cup of tea. It's like she would always be the one that would try to be fiercely independent. You weren't allowed to do anything for her unless it was on her terms. And I do feel like she had to have her drinks in a. It's like I'm being shown tea, and I'm not a tea drinker, but it's like it would have to be made in a particular way. It couldn't be too strong, couldn't be too weak. It's like I've got half a spoon of sugar going in. It's like it can't be too sweet. I hope this is making sense. She was definitely a character of her own as well. There was always this great honesty, this great strength. She was always one for pushing you forward. There's a huge amount of love that is coming through from her. You didn't just see her as a granny, you also saw her like a mother figure as well. You could go to her for advice because she'd always give you an honest answer. She would very much, I feel, speak her mind, how she saw or how she was. But it was never rude. It was never nasty. It came from a place of love, is what I'm being given here. I hope this is all making sense for you. And I hope you can give me some confirmation on this, please. She loves the fact that you talk to her or think about her on a day-to-day basis. Made sure everyone got what they wanted. Thank you for the confirmation. She loves the fact that you talk to her on a day-to-day basis. There isn't a day goes by that you don't think about her. And she wants you to know she's very much at peace and she certainly isn't suffering. She loves the words that you have written down for her. Now, I don't know if you wrote her a letter or you put words on paper for her, but she loves what you wrote, and that's important. She keeps wanting me to give you white flowers. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if they're lilies or not, but it's like I've got to give you white flowers. I hope that makes sense. Show that again. She definitely has got a backbone. She's definitely, I feel like she would always speak her mind. That's what I keep getting. And she says, you're just like her. She loves the fact that you will speak your mind and you won't be being taken for granted, but you do. She's proud of you because you do try to help everybody, but you've got to remember to look after you, and that's the most important thing. I've just had a card fall out the deck for you, and it's the Queen of Cups, and it's about, for me, this is always about bringing better boundaries in place, looking after my own energy, looking after me, learning to say no to others as well. So I hope this is making sense. And she says, you're doing the right thing. I don't know what's going on, but you've had to speak your mind recently and you've had to make a difficult decision. And this does regard family, but she says you've done the right thing, you've made the right choice. I hope that makes sense. I really, really do. But we tell it how it is. Thank you for the confirmations. But there's this huge amount of love that is coming through from her. And she loves, show me that again. You love going for walks out in the nature, and she loves walking with you when you're out in nature. Christina, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. I really do appreciate it. That, I'm afraid, is the last one this evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the live. I really, really appreciate every single one of you being on here. If you would like to come and find me on my own Facebook page, you'll find me at Minty's Tarot and Mediumship readings. I do offer one-to-one readings. I charge 40 UK pounds for a reading. They normally last around about 45 minutes to an hour. I can do them either online, or if you're local to me, to where I live, you can see me in person. But online, I do them as a video call, either through Messenger or WhatsApp. And I'm taking bookings from around about the 22nd of January. I offer daytime and evening appointments. Or if you'd just like to come and follow my page, or hopefully carry on following SPTV and come and see me in a fortnight on here at 8 o'clock again. And I'll be back on here again. But it has been absolutely lovely to see you all. I hope you've all enjoyed the evening. I've loved being here. Thank you so much for the wonderful comments that I'm getting shared to me right now. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.